Hi, my name is Jamie Caballero and I own Key West Residential Property Management. I service Sugarloaf all the way down to Key West. Today's topic is common mistakes that self-managing owners make or have no knowledge of. One of them is that they don't do what is a completely normal in our field, which is to ask for first, last, and security. They figure that they just want security, and that's not a good way to protect yourself by not collecting last month's rent. Another thing that they do is they do not do background checks, and it's very important to do background checks on your tenants these days. Another thing that this common mistake of a self-managing owner is they do not raise their rent after the lease term is up. They figure, okay, he's been paying rent all year, he's taking care of my property, let me reward him by not raising his rent. Well, when you're paying your taxes every year, the tax collector doesn't reward you for paying them and not raise them. So these are certain things that go up, your taxes, your insurance, and you need to at least raise the rent by $50 every year. That was completely customary. Another thing is if there is damage to the property, once the tenant does move out, they just deduct the amount from the security deposit and give them a check. That is not how you do it legally according to the Florida Landlord Tenant Law. There is a process that you must complete or else you forfeit your right to take any money for the damage. That's something that common self-managing owners do not know, is that you have to give them a notice of claim within a certain period of time. Another thing that they do not know is common landlord tenant laws, and for them not knowing this, they could put themselves in a position where the tenant could get back money on a security deposit just by not doing it the proper way. Another thing that common mistake is you do not set up a security deposit account separate and hold their money until the end of their lease. It's not money that you can use until their lease is up and then give it back to them. You must keep it in a separate account. Another thing is that they don't know to issue a 3-day notice the day after their rent is due and it hasn't been paid. And that puts them in a position not to be able to collect rent, because the tenant feels like they could get away with it and not pay rent and pay rent late. If you jump on it right away by giving a 3-day notice, they know that you do know the Florida landlord tenant laws and you are familiar with them, and they won't pay their rent late. They're just seeing how far they take advantage of the situation. Another thing is do you know the difference between a service animal and a regular pet? That's another important thing that you need to know, which most self-managing owners do not know. If you need more information on this topic, please feel free to call me and I'd love to discuss it with you. Thank you.